You're listening to another ASCI Lounge podcast.
Welcome, ASCI members, to the ASCI Lounge. I'm Monique Fennick, Australasian Supply Chain Institute, and this is a special series to promote the ASCI2019 Conference to be held 17th to the 19th of September in Melbourne this year. Very exciting program and lineup. So today we have with us on the ASCI Lounge Ishan Galapathy. Hi, Ishan. How are you?
I'm very well, Monique, and thank you for the opportunity. And I really look forward to attending the ASCI conference this year.
Let me introduce Ishan to the ASCI community. Ishan is the board member for AME, which stands for the Association for Manufacturing Excellence, and is founding director for Capability Unlimited. Ishan has 20 years of experience in supply chain, with the last 15 years specialising in the food sector with multinational companies like Kellogg's and Campbell Arnotts. And his wealth of knowledge is particularly in the field of productivity improvement and leadership development. And Ishan, you've worked across 6 countries for the last 2 decades. That's quite a bit of travel.
Absolutely, Monique. And particularly during my Kellogg days, I was looking after Asia Pacific supply chain from an operational excellence point of view. And that involved a lot of travel. And of course, when you're working for multinationals, a lot of the conferences, workshops, particularly when you have a parent company in America, a lot of those comes in America as well. So yes, you're right, a lot of travel, but I love the experience and what I learned from various countries and all and in various workshops. Yes.
Ishan, ASCI 2019 has a massive lineup of global supply chain experts like yourself and local experts sharing their experience. What or who are the most exciting for you? What are you looking forward to hearing on the program?
Monique, there are so many conferences. When I look through the the conferences that are coming up, particularly in the supply chain field, most people say, oh, look, we've got a great line of speakers and here's why you need to attend. But truly, when you look at the ASCI lineup, the depth and the breadth of speakers, oh my God, so much to take in, and I'm really struggling to, pick the ones that I really want to go to. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but topics such as ethical supply chain, and then there are topics on growth opportunities, on how to grow your business outside of Australia. Whilst I've got no interest from my own business to grow outside of Australia, but I'm keen to learn, because for the sake of the companies that are attending, I want to see what these companies would take away from these topics so that they can improve their businesses.
Yeah, ethical supply chain is a really hot topic right now, and we're seeing a lot of companies make promises for 2025, although that is not that far away, is it?
No, I remember the days when companies were making vision statements for the 2020, and that's only 6 months away. It is scary how time is flying through. But yeah, ethical supply chain, and whether it is ethical supply chain, and there are various aspects of supply chain. At a time when most of Australian manufacturing, or most Australian businesses, are struggling to drive costs down, they look into going overseas, Monique. And inadvertently, you could be supporting some of these businesses overseas who may not be sourcing or supplying ethically as one would expect in Australia, isn't it? So, what are the things that you need to be aware of, and what is this topic, and what do you need to do about it?
Now, Ishan, you're also presenting at ASCI 2019 on behalf of AME. What's your topic, and what can members expect to learn from your presentation?
Monique, it's one of my favorite topics, and operational excellence is what I do best. But as we move into this 2020 or the 2025, or kind of like the next decade, Industry 4.0 is another hot topic that comes around in most conversations, or most blogs, or most articles. And I want to explore what operational excellence would look like in the Industry 4.0 era.
Great. So, in terms of what listeners and can expect, is it going to cover off, for example, IoT, big data? What sort of exciting technologies are you going to cover off?
And I guess it's not so much about the technologies, Monique. We hear all those words, whether it is big data or analytics or the Industry 4.0, IoT. But it's more around, I think people get confused when I talk to business owners. They're confused as to what is this and do I need this and what do I need or how do I implement it in my business? So I want to kind of dissect this topic into, firstly, let's have a look at what this Industry 4.0 is. Is it applicable? What parts of it is applicable? And also trying to understand a little bit about this operational excellence. And of course, then the combination thereof of what does operational excellence could look like if we harness all the great, the greatness of the technology. So that's what I want to drill down into, because I think there are some hurdles that people need to overcome.
Well, we're looking forward to that. And that is on day one at around 2:00 in the operations management stream B. So we look forward to hearing you, Ishan, speak at the conference and joining in on the growth opportunities conversations that we have with members and, of course, ethical supply chain. So it's going to be a great time for networking and sharing. And we're looking forward to seeing you there at the conference. Thank you so much for joining us on the ASCI Lounge today.
Yes, thanks very much, Monique, and look forward to the conference and also the awards and all the other workshops as well. Not to mention the networking.
Yeah. There's so much to enjoy. So looking forward to it too. Members can head over to ASCI2019.com to register for the conference. There's many options to choose day one, day two, or both. And you can also take advantage of the early bird discounts if you get to that as soon as possible. And Ishan, thank you for joining us on the ASCI Lounge.
You're very welcome, Monique.
Bye for now.